once again, I welcome you all for the session which I am going to handle today. It is under performance evaluation, and we are going to discuss about certain things what we have spoken in the previous session. To recap with, there is we have discussed about the promotion, right? So when promotion takes place, how it has to be evaluated, and what sort of promotional strategies to be adopted by the HR, and all those things we have discussed in the previous session, with the example, with the pictures, with the diagrammatic representations, and an hierarchy. I hope you remember with that. So always keep those examples in your mind to know about the performance evaluation. Right from the beginning, performance methods, and from there what sort of tests are being conducted to evaluate, and from the evaluation the next process is the ultimate process of the organization is to provide what to say the benefits for the employees, and from that we are going to categorize whether promotion or demotion or separation or suspension or whatever it is. So we have stopped till that in the previous session, and today we are going to see a new topic, that is I've already given the picture over here. What sparks in your mind by looking at this picture? So after the evaluation is done, so we are going to pick up, see, you can see a finger, it's picking up one particular employee. So it can be a green employee or it can be a red employee. The red employee, in the sense, it is called negative, it is demotion or separation or termination or whatever it is. But when we here it is shown as green, in the sense it is promoted. So whatever it is, we will go to the next slide to see about what is called separations here. You see, separation is nothing but an employee who's existing in the service when he comes to an end because of one particular reason or any other. Okay, it can be any reason why he is like separated. He is task which has been given and his performance is low, so he has been evaluated, and that person can be separated. Now here, by looking at this hierarchy, what it says is, see, separation is can be happened voluntarily or involuntarily. All right, voluntary means like he wants to quit. Maybe he is not happy with the job, is not comfort, is not having the comfort, or he is like expecting for some betterment or whatever it is, and some even some personal issues, anything can be. So voluntarily he can quit the job. So another thing is VRS, that yes, voluntary retirement is called VRS. Okay, so here what they get the benefits when they have such kind of things, they get benefits. So this also can be called as what to say, separation. Involuntary, what is that? See, here comes the evaluation. After the performance appraisal has been conducted, here, there is a sort of, what to say, involuntary process, that is dismiss. The company does dismiss layoffs. Like, when company doesn't want more employee, but there are a lot of employee, in the sense, in order to precise or to less down the volume, they can have that layoffs, and then to have equal work, equal employees. So right sizing, that is called right sizing over here, that involuntary separations may happen. Then we talk about the retirement. Normally, when people go behind 58 years, or now it has been increased to 60 years. So in such areas, when retirement happens, then the separations can will take place. So so this is the hierarchy regarding the separation. Okay, so what is the reason for separation? Okay, here I want to talk about professional, personal, involuntary, health, behavioral, organizational problem. See, now professional base in the sense, every employee will look forward to go to the next designation or desire or like career growth or whatever it is. So in such cases, this particular the separation may take place in the organization. Then personal involuntary, anything, maybe family problems or any kind of issues might take place. So in such cases, this personal involuntary might take place. Another thing is health issues. See, some employees might have a contagious disease. Some employees might have contagious disease who are not able to continue with the job, and certain jobs are quite risky and they are not able to work with that. For example, like if you take gas companies and other needle or what, some person, if he's having an eye problem, he cannot work with the needle industries. Everything is minute particle, it damages. Sometimes he may not work with constantly work with that particular product. So these are some of the issues which comes across. Then organizational problems, based on ஏதாவது ப்ராப்ளம் இருந்தால் கூட அவங்களால வந்து கண்டினியூ பண்ண முடியாது அந்த மாதிரி. ஸோ ஹியர் தே நீட் சம் ஜாப் சேஞ்ச். ஈவன் திஸ் ஜாப் சேஞ்ச் டாக்ஸ் அபவுட் செப்பரேஷன். One department is already existing worker is working, and he has been got some promotions, or he has been shifted to the different department, that also called separated, right? So here what happens is the job change can occur for a variety of reasons, including promotion, reclarification, career development, and lateral. As I explained in the previous, what is I thing. Okay. So what is that? The different types of job change. Here is very simple. I have given in hierarchy way: promotional, reclarification, career development, and lateral. Okay. So we have all kind of things. A career development is most important when compared to all these things. So this, when this takes place, then automatically the job change also goes here. Now, when we come to the assessment part, I want to just to say the job enlargement changes the jobs to include more and more and or different tasks. Tell me whether it is true or false. It is definitely a true. This is an assessment for you, and it is true, because you know very well that every promotional, every thing, when they change from one particular department to other department, or one job to other job, whether personally or for their career development or whatever, it is called a separation. So that is true. Okay, finally, when we come to this part, here we have discussed about, okay, lot of things, how performance appraisal, we have discussed about what to say, the previous session, what we have discussed about, and how we have learnt about the evaluation method, and then we came to what to say, these evaluation part, how it has been taken as a promotion or demotion or separation, or separation or termination or whatever. Okay. And finally, we are going to talk about this. These are the reference links where you can look into, and you can study more about the after performance appraisal, what are the methods that what are the process that it has been fixed in this particular topic, and further how the organization has to move with the people, and how to attain, how to handle the situation for each employees. See, because it is very very difficult, as even since, because we have come to the last part, and one thing I want to tell you is, anytime anything can happen. So HR has to have a keen notification on how to give promotions. See, there will be a problem while there is a wrong decision making, a wrong evaluation. So the HR has to act accordingly. He has to give a proper evaluation method, whatever kind may be the ranking. According to that, the feedback has to be given. So one thing, like the HR should not make a mistake, that a positive person cannot be given a wrong report as negative, A negative person cannot be given a wrong report as positive. So here, this particular thing has to be managed by the HR very, very seriously. So that it is the main thing what I wanted to say here while talking about performance appraisal. Thank you so much for your kind patiently listening. We will continue in the next session. Thank you.